right, so hopefully you guys can see this now. All right, let's now take a look at our next problem. We can do 4 today, okay? Our next problem is going to be in triangle ABC, and the measure of angle A is equal to 30, and measure of angle B is 45. Find the ratio of A over B. Okay, so I'll draw a triangle. Okay, here, well, okay, so we'll make this A, make this B, make this C, and so here we have 30 degrees actually, 30 degrees for angle A, and 45 for angle B, and we'll call this A and we'll call this B. Okay, and so now we see in this case we're just using these oops, I put the B in the wrong place. I'm so sorry. Let me move this over here. That's better. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so here we have this and this side. So angle B is opposite side B. So let's sub our proportion. Proportion is going to be the sine of A over A equals the sine of B over B. All right, and so now we cross multiply, and we have A sine B equals, wait, hold a second though. Got a little ahead of myself. Should have just definitely plugged in the values, although technically we don't have to the very end though. So yeah, you know what? Let's go with the flow. You know, let's go with what we had before. So we had A sine of B equals a B sine of A. All right, and so now we're not solving for one letter or the other. We're looking for a ratio of A over B, or A to B, because again, A to B is the same as the fraction A over B. So we're going to divide both sides by B. All right, and then to get, so then to get the A over B by itself, we divide both sides by the sine of B. So that means in this case, A over B, the ratio A over B is equal to the sine of A over the sine of B. Now the sine, in this case, the sine of 30 degrees over the sine of 45 degrees. Sorry, pop up there. All right. And so what comes down to is that we can calculate this, but there's some exact values we should know. And I know you guys don't know them, so you'll get the following information. We'll first talk about this in the from decimal point of view. So all we got to do is now find the sine of 30 divided by the sine of 45. Make sure you close the parenthesis when you do these things, ladies and gentlemen. When you're doing the sine of angles, close the parenthesis on your calculator. All right. And so enter, and here you should get a value of, it says here, A over B is equal to 0.707106781 Okay, now you probably round off to 0.71, okay, or even 0.7, but the exact values we should know that the sine of 30 is equal to 1/2. Okay, 0.5. And the sine of 45, we know from before, from our work with special right triangles, that it should be the square root of 2 over 2. So this would mean that we continue with this. I'm gonna make this a full screen so I can get so the numbers will get really tiny on us. All right, ooh, well, that's pretty big. So, all right. So that would mean in this case that we have 1/2 divided by the square root of 2 over 2, which same as 1/2 times 2 over the square root of 2. Now here, when we multiply, these divide out. So 2 and the 2 on top and 2 on the bottom divide to 1, and we're left with, in this case, 1 over the square root of 2, which you can rationalize, ladies and gentlemen, to get, just in this case, the square root of 2 over 2, which is, funny enough, is going to be the same ratio as the sine of 45, all right, which is here, okay? Now, if you type this in the calculator, you'll find in this case you get the same exact value from before. Okay, so just a full page in case you want to see everything, okay, full page. And you can always pause the video if you need to, all right? So, our last problem for practice, okay? Last problem should be what? Here we go. Okay, so our last problem has the following. And so the difference now is we're trying to find the measure angle C. Before were trying to find the sides, now we're going to try to find the angle, but it's the same exact procedure. So let's take a look. Let's draw a triangle. Okay, here is, in this case, angle A. Let's see now. So C is going to be smaller, I guess. Oh, okay, so that's fine. So I'll make the C. Not drawing the scale. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Here's 30 degrees. And here is little a, which is 15. And a little c, which is 12. And here is the unknown value of theta. Theta, okay, or angle C. All right, so we set this up and we do the following. It will be here, or notice we have the measure of angle A and the side opposite. We want to find the measure of angle C. We know this is the measure side opposite. So we will set up our proportion as the sine of A over A equals the sine of C over C. And now some of you guys are thinking, like, when do I have to stop writing this up? Well, in the beginning, you always want to set this up. All right, you want a template to work from, okay? Because sometimes we get like in a rush. Take your time. We're practicing. We have plenty of time at home because we're stuck. Okay, so just keep that in mind. And I'll make this a big screen again so you can see stuff and all. All right, and so here we know in this case the sine of A, so it's sine of 30 over A, which is 15, is equal to the sine of C, which we don't know, over 15. No, I think I mixed them up again. Oh, should be 12. Sorry, not 12. 12. This is what happens here. Late nights and not sleeping, but okay. Bear with me. So sometimes we make errors, so we'll make sure we make the corrections. Okay, fantastic. Okay, so now I'm going to make this a little bit entire page. Okay, so now we're going to cross multiply, and we have 12 times the sine of 30 equals 15 times the sine of C. All right, so this looks somewhat familiar to what we've done before. We can divide both sides by 15. Okay, and then you try to find this value. We're going to find this in this case that the sine of C is equal to, if you take 12 times sine of 30, sine of 30 is 1/2. All right, so that's be 6, and so we get 15. So 6 over 15, and your calculator, 6 over 15 is going to be 2 over 5. So if you get 0.4, it should be okay. All right, but if you don't want to, don't worry about it. Okay, you can actually just type in the calculator. Don't worry about it. No, you just type in this case, 12 sine of 30. Okay, and then divide by 15. You should get, in this case, 0.4. All right, so 0.4. Okay, and now you can leave this in the calculator. Now we want to find the angle measure, and remember from our lesson from before about finding angles, we use the sine -1, the inverse sine, okay, of the angle. So sine -1 of 0.4 is equal to, now type in the calculator, second sine, and then type in 0.4, and we find in this case the measure of the angle is going to be to the nearest degree. Well, I got 23.578 blah blah blah, and to the nearest degree the measure of angle C will be 24 degrees. And from there you can see in this case, once you find the measure of angle C 24 degrees, we know in this case that measure of angle B has to be 180 minus 30 minus 24, which in this case is 180 minus 54, which is going to be 126 degrees. So again, we can find angles and sides in either situation. So law of sines, key thing to keep in mind is that we need to know an angle measure and the side opposite of a triangle to at least start with law of sines. Okay, that's why the diagram is very helpful. You know, if you, again, the reason why we write out the formulas is always double check to make sure we made errors. I made a little small errors and all, so please apologize for that. But please make corrections as well too. All right, hopefully this will be helpful to you, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video. We're going to discuss in this case, well, some angle measures in the situation, some what we call in this case the ambiguous case situation with the law of sines. In any case, please be safe, take care. I will see you guys on the next video. If you like the video, please like and subscribe, and then and then you'll get notifications for our next upcoming videos. Okay. All right. Take care, everybody. All right. Take care. I'll see you soon.